Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Sorry, I got distracted by my cat. Be cute, and then he started biting. Now he's not cute. Yeah, that's cute. Let me use my mouse and keyboard, buddy. Okay. So we're gonna be playing through some Pyre tonight. It is a game by Supergiant. It is basically 3v3 sports ball with a plot. It's not a bad game. It is actually a very well-made game and written game and an interesting game. It has a lot of replayability to it. But it is not my type of game, which is why I've been putting it first. But yes, that, and it's also very voice heavy because there's so much reading. I'm probably not going to do any voice acting for this one because I had a rough time getting through the game doing it last time. It doesn't help that it was also done in conjunction with playing through Ace Attorney. Can we stop this? Please? I realize, yes, I started talking to the computer again. No, that doesn't excuse your behavior. Go. Time out. Yeah, we'll be playing through some Pyre. I'm probably not going to try and be real perfectionist about this run, and whatever happens, happens. And, you know, there's actually story things that can happen as a result of not being totally perfect. So no zag. So yeah, we'll do new campaign. What's subtitle? I want to be able to hurry text. And we're gonna go reduced. I just want to like get through the game, enjoy it. How's that? But this game really does stand up to their standard that I've been holding them up to. It's just again I I don't like this type of game. And the only reason I was even able to get through it is because Supergiant made it, I think. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now, as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. Three shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Now, the downside is a vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and its enemies. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. Commonwealth is a proud country risen from the ashes of a fallen empire, home to a multitude of adventurers. See? Right on schedule. What did I tell you? You told us we would find someone alive. Someday, I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today. But don't be glum. You know I see you frowning underneath that mask. Like she's breathing. Seems she still is. Stand aside. I shall send her to a better place. Why didn't we choose? No. But okay. She's a she? Can you people just know? Hang on. The markings on her rag. I think she's one of them. But look at her. She's beyond help. And we are beyond help. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there. Chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed, the day grows dim. You have, at best, enough. Understood. I won't be long. No, Zag, stop. Oops. I also have to have the game in windowed mode, which makes things a little difficult. After the others leave, the man turns towards you and begins unfastening his mask. Stop it, Zach. Hello, my friend. I don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we're equal nothings here. That guy will put you on timeout. You're parched and he gives you drink. You ache, he binds your wounds. You hunger and he gives you food. Little by little, help. There, turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwig. Now come on. One of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life the downside. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon. Nothing like the stately vessel that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. Yes. Yeah, okay. Can I play my game, please? Please? Come on. Move. Move. Founded on the principles of mercy and kinship, whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. Edwin beckons you to enter. Yes. I see. Can I help you? Okay, go hang out on the tree. Zach, I'm trying to read. No, I'm not trying to attack you, buddy. You want to be in my lap? Okay, then go lie down. Here. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and the talkative creature taking stock of ancient books. I'm back. And with a guest. She loosens the clasp on her. You may call me Jadario. And as for myself, small one struggles with math. Jadario. Ow! That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rookie Green. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can she do it? I hope so. I haven't asked her. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey, sister. Nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? Ow. That. Over time, you managed to learn something of the old ways in spite of Commonwealth decree. Literacy is a serious crime. No one in her right mind would dare violate the law of the land. Who you are or what you did to earn your sentence is no one's business but your own. You confirm their suspicions. There's no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days, because it just so happens my associates and I, we got ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Reader, you still live thanks to us. We ask something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on a spot like this, my friend. Strange book, one of several such heavy, ominous volumes. The exiles you met seem very interested in it. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes, bound in materials you do not recognize. Forward. A formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote the Book of Rites. That you possess it and have the capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming in glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the raiments of rites, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Ah, cool. So if I'm ever having trouble reading it. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the common. A complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as headwind gets your attention. Wilfred, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out.
Dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rites. The one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
It worked. So it is true. Yeah, but what now? And where'd the reader go? She should still be there still. Or she should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith. She could abandon it. She won't. You look upon the 3 of them from beyond as Headwind calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. Men have been known to return for mercy. And now I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental faculties and do as Headwind.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh. Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves. The three must act as one. Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified. Yes, the exile headwind has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time. His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours. The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you. Cast your aura like a stone. Correctly done. Again. Just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura, then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength. Thus sails the orb into the waiting flame. Now snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns. Headwind plunged into their pyre. I thought they had you there. Jodariel plunged into their pyre. You have it? The rite is complete. There, dear
That's it.
reader. Now
Yeah?
you understand.
Hmm?
Or do you? This
Why don't you
was
relax,
but a
buddy?
glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
The others just are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So now we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Most imposing of the three masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Dario leads you outside where a clear night sky awaits. Now show us before the howlers catch our scent. Where shall the rites commence? An ancient ritual competition through which the worthiest exiles regain their freedom. The 8 scribes give their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Prepare for the Book of Rites. You got your destination. Mm. 200 leagues east, due east, the Ridge of Goal. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. Fossil remains of the serpent titan slain by Golathanian yet loom over the living in its shadow. Great, we're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive in time if you make haste. Then we'd best get started. I was like, yeah. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Dario turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, sister. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rights are the key. It is a lot to take in. Fellow styles the way to the way. What are you doing, Zach? What are you looking at? Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to be in my lap? Huh? You arrive in Downside Prairie, where the road ahead is forked. There is a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. One of the downside's only verdant regions, it only gets less hospitable if you press further north. Oh, Zag! I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern pass. Got an associate holed up in Hollow Route. I've got a visit to pay to besides. The northern route of the Ridge of Gold goes through a small exile encampment. Every so often, tempests come and scour away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. Fie on your associate. We'd best we head to Bloomingpool to avoid attention. Southern route of the Ridge of Gold goes through a humid area pocked with hot springs. Runoff from the sand folds means no bathing in the springs. So they're just there to mock you. And get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Hedwig listens for a while. What if the reader settled this? She moves away, and we get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, then we'd best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second guessing her along the way. Are we all with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. Then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through. Find fair flora. Yuki knows someone who owes him.
Now it's a party.
Raiders, welcome in.
Hey, brother.
Hey, how's it going? How was the rest of your stream, Ray? Where did I put my phone?
A whoop. A flurry of magic and mischief is here.
Yay! Yeah, how did the rest of your time in Hotel
Congrats.
Melancholy?
You won.
I won! I'm probably going to be playing that once I get through the rest of my backlog, which is only like 2 games long at this point. Once I finish this one. No, I need to close a tab. Add you up for alert. No. I'm lurking all the people I would be lurking. So welcome in, Raiders. If you need to do anything, please see to your needs first and foremost. Remember, this is all for fun. Forever. No obligation to hang out, though it is appreciated if you want to sit around and chat with us. We're currently playing through Pyre. It's basically exactly as my title says. It's fantasy rugby. 3v3 players can or your characters can only move while they are in possession of the ball. Not while they are in possession of the ball, but if your team possesses the ball, only one player can move at a time. You can only the one with the ball in their possession can move, and you have to choose which one you can be controlling otherwise. It's an interesting concept. I'm not really a huge fan, but it's by Supergiant, so it's good. It's just I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I stream for the benefit of Extra Life. We're currently at, what is it, 391 of our goal. And we have little Brat here, little Brat cat, little bratty catty, being a little butt today. Is that great? Come here, buddy. Come here. Here he is. Yeah. There he goes. Bye. Cool. I'll enter that code when I get a chance. Thanks for sending it over, Ray. We literally just started this game, so it's very narrative heavy, honestly. It's mostly narrative with brief moments of gameplay punctuating it, I would argue. And that's not the part that bugs me. You know what, it'll be obvious once we get to that. As you pass through the squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Ruki stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paw. An opportunistic and well-connected cur still clinging to his one scarf. Oh, hey sister. Just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? We'll have to drop it off if we head further north. Plain parcel. Cannot tell what's inside. This item can be sold at the slug market. Certain types of luxury goods somehow find their way down to the depths. I am genuinely looking forward to trying out that game though, because like I said, I missed out on PT. I don't think you can get a hold of it. Last I heard, anyway. So, having a game that loops with slight changes and is a horror game is kind of interesting to me. Hey, buddy. You gonna be nice to Dad? No, you're not gonna be nice to Dad. Yeah, can I help you? Oh, you're gonna headbutt now? You gonna be nice to me now? Okay, bye. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Gull. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Can I help you, sir? Hey, sister. Appreciate you taking us up through Hollow Route back. About that, are you certain that parcel will fetch us an adequate price at the slug market? Free trading post found in the downside. Commonwealth contraband sometimes finds its way to the downside, where it is traded and sold. Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. Much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go around second-guessing our good sister's decisions, right? Dario says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject. Night falls. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. The two of them soon go about rummaging through the raiments and books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own device. The first exile. In the words of Galathanian? The Master General. You know, perhaps, the thrice-cursed name of Solium Mur, the Emperor of Star, the first exile, and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet we found in Solium Mur a man transformed in body, mind, and spirit. A man deserving of much more than mercy. In time, he named us all his scribes. He became the eighth. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deed. To know his story is to know the rites. Greentail family portrait. The reasonable likeness of a younger Rookie with his mother and uncle. Rookie status nearby. Jody's throw rug. Fashioned from a howler's hide, sends their ilk a clear message. Judario says not to step on it. Symbol set in the wagon floorboards. The Book of Rites describes the need for such a thing. Hedwin's cooking tins. What passes for cooking supplies on the downside? Hedwin does most of the cooking. Hedwin's status is he is currently done. In the common room, you may view various notes and observations by your fellow exiles and their respective paths towards enlightenment in the bright. All right, we can do a different thing. Masteries. Varga. Colorful robes, ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. Attic ladder. The way up to the wagon's drive imp centrifuge. Only imps could fit up there. He observed the ladder leading to the locked enclosure above the cabin. The wagon centrifuge must be up there. Its drive imps stare down at you with big wet eyes. Figure sits very still in the corner of the wagon. He is unresponsive, but seems to be alive. You observe the man slumped in the corner of the wagon bearing some sort of stringed instrument. You sense he lives, but nothing more. It is inopportune to ask about him. Do I come up? You want to come up? Come on up. Okay. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in their raiments of the rites. The preparations are set. However, everything is still and calm. Soon they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. If we traveled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up. Isaac. Come on up. Come on. Okay.
Freedom! The stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Goal at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
The stars are aligned, and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others, also clad in rainbows. Your adversaries of the rites. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. One whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Nightwings grace us with their presence. I see that reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves save for the man robed in gold, who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Lendell again? I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. The apparent leader of the exile triumvirate you encountered at the beach. Never had I come so close to freedom, only for you to die. Now I and the accusers shall repay that affront. Triumvirate. Exile triumvirate clad in gold, their leader harbors ill will for something he thinks you did. He shoves his mask back on and takes position. It is time. From the shadows, you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on them.
Begin! She banished from this place. Have the accusers underestimated you? There. Onward thus to greater glory.
No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers. Stand your ground. Let your auras boil in rage.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
We're getting there, but they've hunkered down. Fine then, we shall disrupt their formation.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile? Oh, a daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks. Jodariel doused the adversary's flames. Once more like that and we are finished here. And it is done. You have prevailed. Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory. Guron Salashe.
Okay, Zag's fine. No. Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness. And when next we meet, you will rue the day.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment. Only the enlightened
We have
can
withstood
regain
worse
their
nights than
freedom.
this. A few extra. Sins of the first exile. Sins of the fallen emperor. Hissing demon's strength, his prowess. Hissing demon's spirit and sheer force of will. Oh, look, a bot. Anyway. Your art looks nice. Yeah, it does. Also, why is my bot not receiving any of the messages? Okay. Using rush forward. Can rush again right away.
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon, in the still night sky, you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you on. Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real and we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing the stars until we are free. Until we're free. Here, sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lendell back there. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hedwin turns to you. Reader, come walk with me while the stars are still. You and Hedwin walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions. Come, ask away. We need you in on this for the long haul. Hedwin wishes to know if anything is true. Hedwin has a reason. Wait, like he is. Black Wagon and its contents belonged to a group called the Nightwings. What happened? With your fellow exiles to the rights, yet they have not asked you to participate firsthand. Why? You're beginning to get the impression that your participation is not optional. You ask Hedwin what he did to get sentenced to living in the downside. He maintains eye contact and his smile. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you about it on the way. You sense he speaks truly as he beckons towards the fading dark spot. Jemura, the Dusk Star. The Dusk Star burns ever brighter over an ancient spring in Jemura Valley. It's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. Then he turns to the others. How's it going, Rookie? Imps fed, wheels clean. Status, Jody? No sign of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. Then get some rest. We're headed to the spring of Jomur. At dawn, we're off. According to the stars next right chest, an alpha chief hoped bathing here would cure his ailments, but it only made him itch. Find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey, sister. You know what? It's good having somebody else around besides those two. So come to think of it, there's something I want to get your take on. And you have to promise to tell me honestly. Would you say... What I mean is, he hesitates, trying to find the words. Alright, look, what I'm trying to say is, you sense something serious is troubling him. He moves in close. In very close, making sure no one else is in earshot. It's about my mustache. I've been getting some conflicting reports about it. Would you say that my mustache makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? Ricky wishes to know if you think his mustache suits him. Looks perfectly fine. It is very handsome, and if anything, it gives him a distinguished sort of look. He might be better off without it. Something about it makes him appear less trustworthy. Perhaps less youthful, too. Or say nothing. His appearance is not your concern, nor is a drawn-out discussion on personal grooming. You suggest that Rookie's mustache looks perfectly fine. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, sister. I knew straight away that you're a real judge of character. Anyway, got to check the wheels again for mites. See you around. He bounds off out of the way. Gain +1 hope for the next right. Oh, that's why I didn't show, because it doesn't show streaks on my bot chat. So. That is so weird. Well, 0 on a 7 stream watch streak. I think the highest I've seen anyone actually share. How's egg? Yeah. The climate here in Jomur Valley is hot and uncomfortable. Exiled curs roam this land, sand-swept fossil wasteland. Many of the 8 scribes, among the 8 scribes, the Alpha Chief Jomur Many Main took special liking to this region. It's hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, we have a stowaway. Home? We can go home? She must have latched onto the undercarriage as you crossed the ridge. Her manner is odd, though since she means no harm. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Hedwyn. Oh, come on, you can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid who managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Jadariel approaches the girl and leans over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we shall get you home, or any one of us. But at present, we have room for you and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for a time. Jadario leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed. Really? You're so kind. To someone you just met like me, may the 8 scribes smile upon you all. Some revere them as gods, believing they bound themselves to exile so that others could live free. Centuries of oral tradition have shaped the history of the 8 scribes into myth and legend. Myth and legend, Zach. She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Ruki stares at all of this and leans in close to Hedwig. Hey, so what gives? First the reader, now we're taking her along? What, we gonna take every mite-bitten drive imp and we find now too? Easy, Ruki. I think he'd want for us to bring this one. Who, Sandalwood? I thought you said he asked we find someone to fit every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. The apparent name of some mysterious informant of Edwin Jadario. He asked that we use our best judgment. Besides, we send her away. She'll go telling anyone she finds about it. We can't risk that. Can I come in? It's very hot and I'm a little thirsty and a little tired too. Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question though. What do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just, back home they called me lots of names. Like for the color of my hair. They made fun of you just because you got gray hair? That's it. My name rhymes with gray. It's just, they called me lots of names. He says the girl's struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited. Think you could help so a girl make peace with her name. He says her name is May. She looks like she could be May, doesn't she? She does look like she could be a K. She could definitely be a Fae. Of that you have no doubts. Suppose she could be named Day. Her name could be Zay, however uncommon it may be. She looks like she could probably be a Shay. She could be a Ray, perhaps as well. Consider more possibilities. Her name is, she looks like her main name might be Lay, you suppose. She could go with Che, perhaps not. She looks as though she could go by the name of Nay. You sense her, she could maybe be Tay, couldn't she? She looks like she could be Zay for sure. Yay the Gray. That's how her tormentors made light of her. You sense her name is Bay. This one cannot possibly be right. Can it? We're gonna go with Faye. You suggest the stowaway girl's name is Faye. Why, that's it. My name is Faye. My name is Faye. Where I am from, they called me Faye the Fair, but I guess maybe you don't have to say that part because I didn't really like it. Your fellow exiles decide to bring Faye along for now. He almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. Faye joins the group. She is tired but excited. Okay, I'll stop, Zach. I understand. I'll stop. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay. Okay, Jesus. Okay. Black Wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of Jimmer Valley. Your companions will hole up here for the night and give Faye and all of you a little time to rest. She's a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. Faye seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi, miss. You are the one who knew my name. You guessed it right. You did. Thank you for your hospitality. I've just been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost to the very day, but I am older by 3 weeks, so I'm giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He is a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very far. My little brother, sure, he pulls my hair at times and I don't like it very much, but he is family. I'm happy to be here with him. I thought I had lost them all again. I thought I had lost them all. Oh, but we have stopped now, haven't we? Then I should go outside to dance in case the scribes are watching. Bye, miss. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. Okay, but we're going to take a quick break first before we continue on. We'll be right back. It'd help if I actually had OBS visible. Right, time to spare. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jadario motions for you to join them. Let's get used to your new life here, reader. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of the book shall pass the time. You can join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here. Foraged. Or you could teach us some more of what you prepare us for the next rite. In any case, we do what we can to keep busy. Keeps the sense of isolation well at bay. At certain junctures, you may choose from several vocations, ways in which you can make yourself useful during the occasional moment of free time. No, Zagreus, I saw you going for my hand. Search the surrounding area for valuables that add to your black bag stash of goods. Hone your skills as a reader to grant small global bonuses for your exiles during rites, or teach your fellow exiles the old ways to raise their individual rank in the rites more quickly. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teaching. As each exile's path toward enlightenment is personal, you'll have to mentor them one at a time. We'll go with Edwin. Yeah. Sure thing, friend. I appreciate the offer. Where to begin? You illustrate to Hedwyn some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. I think I'm beginning to understand something of all this, my friend. Edwin and his allies project stamina. 50% more stamina, letting him jump and sprint more often. Thank you for the lesson, friends. It's given me a lot to think. The path leading further west splits off, and once again, your fellow exiles turn the choice of where you go over to you. Faye seems enthusiastic for whichever route you choose. The north route across Jomer Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. Faye believes those who travel this path shall be as strong as Goal of the 8 Scribes. The path is riddled with barren rock and bone. Faye believes those who travel this path shall be swift as Jomer of the 8 Scribes. Faye is behaving stranger than usual as you traverse the desolate sprawl of Fall Flat. South route of the Jomer Valley is riddled with barren rock and bone. Even the wild curs of the valley avoid the oppressive heat of this place. This was the path that Jomer Many-Mane ran across so many, many times. Can you not feel his presence, him and all his friends, here in the sand, and in the air, and all about? Sixth of the 8 Scribes, the Book of Rites, known as the Brave, or the Alpha Chief, an Alpha Chief that united the Curs under a single banner and charted half the known world. bite egg. At first you pay it little heed, though later you observe your fellow exiles seem to have more of a lightness in their step. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. +1 quickness. En route to the spring of Jamur, you hear all about the roving slug market, which appears to be nearby. Yuki insists you take a look after you settle in. Edwin motions for you to join. While his manner is as easygoing as ever, you sense he is searching for the right words for what he's about to say. You'd asked what I did to get thrown in here. I figured I'd tell you. The others know. I was on the blood border for several years. No, right. No real rank, but a pretty important job. Whenever the harps swooped in, it was me to raise the... It was up to me to raise the... Hi. Yeah. The northern edge of the Commonwealth is a flat and vulnerable expanse. The high-winged remnants seized upon it at every opportunity from the cover of clouds or darkness. Harps, a winged race also known as high-winged remnants, at war with the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjustice, Drobolus, the Knight. One day the harps came without warning. No alarm. It was a slaughter. So I heard, because I wasn't there. I was with one of them. Look, that's a story for another time. The point is, they branded me Hedwin the Deserter before they sent me here. I didn't want the fight. I abandoned my post, my friends. They paid dearly for it. I ended up down here. Hedwin looks at you as he smiles. His smile reappears. It's not something I like to talk about, as you can tell. But I know that you'd been wondering, and you deserve it. I made a promise to you earlier when we first met that you'd go free as well if any of us go free. That promise might not carry that much weight, I guess, coming from a deserter. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for hearing us out. Not much good in here in the downside. There's not much good here in the downside, but at least the past is behind. He leaves you there to consider his words. The last emperor. In the words of Golathanian, the Master General. How many nations did I scour in the name of Solium Mur? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solium Mur paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day, he learned of such things as to befit his name and vowed to seek it out. Hey guys. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Greentail? Been a while and all that. Hey Ron, it's going. He's a traveling sales creature and proprietor of the Downside Slug. Hey, how come you set up shop all the way out here? Isn't it a little out of the way? Well, let's just say you guys, you ain't my only customer. You see, Dad and I, we know the business pretty good. We've been around the block, and so... As Ron keeps blathering groupie signals to you in a furtive way. Here's the deal, sister. Got an informant says there's something here connected to this rights business. See if you can spot it. Should be able to pawn off some of our stuff to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon Rock. So anyways, you guys got something for me or what? That plain parcel you got there, I can take that off your paws if you want. Hey, you know, I'll take it, Mr. Greentail. Though you drive a pretty hard bargain. Now that you're gonna take something off my hand, now you're gonna take something off my hands here, or what? A one-of-a-kind thinger you got there, you know? And you got yourself a real good deal from me as well, so thanks. Oh, there's no way to get any of those. Apparently, any one of us bozos can get a little edge of that thing, out of that thing during the rites. I mean, just a question of who gets to try it. A talisman, items imbued with various enchantments. Exiles may equip one at a time. Anyways, Dad over here, his feet, you know, we've been having some trouble with his feet. Getting real something or other from all the hoofing around. And so you see, Yuki indicates to you that would be a good time to part. Bye. See you, Mr. Greentail, and your friend there too. I like her. She seems real nice, you know? As you complete preparations for the fight to commence, you notice Faye approaching. You notice, too, that she's wearing your companion's ring. We can go home? Faye, I thought I made myself quite clear that you were not to touch those rings. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dario. I just thought that maybe you were being funny at the time. Hey, something's happening in the sky. I think we're up.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir? Why, it must have been the stars. Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3. The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch. Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
The sky burns bright once more. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man. I hail you, exiles of the Night Wings. Even though the triumvirate blue, it seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity, and am grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I'm called Dalbert Oldheart. He's an honorable old cur bent on upholding the sacred traditions of the rites with his son. And this is my son, Albert, beautiful foster son of Dalbert Oldheart, very protective of him above all. We need not greet them, Father. We shall face you in the field this night, and may the victor's pyre burn eternal. But first, we offer you a token of good faith, in show of appreciation that the Night Wings have returned. Dalbert approaches you with something in his palm. You sense his motives are sincere as he hands you a small talisman. +2 quick. Thank him and begin.
Rilassati.
Hector was very kind, and his son was so caring, wasn't he?
Sheila.
When can we start? I want to help you beat them. We need 3 of us exactly to conduct the rite, but we've got 4 now besides the reader. This ought to be her call. Someone has to stand aside. At this time, I volunteer. No volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then. Reader, who shall it be?
Now let us get started. Headwind.
You didn't have to do this, but I'll do my best.
Joe Dariel.
As you will.
Rugby.
Don't have to tell me twice, sister.
The choice is cast.
Maybe next time I can help, okay, miss? Nightwings, I trust you are all well prepared for these old eyes, yet see the rites shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready, too, my son? I hope so, father. Here, now, let me show you.
Now begin. Seize the orb. In honor of the scribes. If I
Ah,
were that
damn.
one, I'd be rather angry. Joe Dariel plunged into their pyre.
Hell yeah! Look forth, my son. Waters of Jomer many main bring blessings unto us this evening. Perhaps our chances come up. We need more than blessings to prevail against them, father. Please, keep fighting.
A boon come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son? Edwin doused the adversary's flames. Brilliantly done. The rite is nearly ended. Yes. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail. What a glorious performance, I must say. Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
We did it. Indeed. I kind of feel bad about that Dalbert. Exiles of the Nightwing, the dawn is yours and you may earn your freedom. My father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed. I have failed you. Nonsense. We are the fate. We do what is ordained and nothing less. Now let us go, my son, for I am very weary. For I am weary once again.
There is much to learn from this experience. It seems the exiled rookie opened up his eyes.
See, that chum's old rookie Greentail's got some bite in me. I actually want to go
A blessing
that
from
route
the
for him,
Alpha
too.
Chief himself.
Exiles who do not conduct the rites gain inspiration rather than enlightenment. Exiles who gain enlightenment twice as quickly while they have inspiration.
Until the stars align.
Hello, excuse me. I mean, would you excuse me for a moment, do you think? You're one of them. What do you want? Father meet me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so embarrassed. What is the matter with you? It's against the rights for us to even speak. I did not know that. I don't think. No one said anything like that to me, but then all this is very new to me. So I thought maybe you cannot be serious. I just realized I played this game all the way through years ago, and I didn't notice that the masks look like fountain pen nibs. You cannot be serious. Yes, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot. And you, how about you? This is a Nightwing trick. Father told me not to speak with any. But I have to go. Wait, Elmer. Wait, I think that was... Wait, Elmer, wait, I think that was your name. Was that even your name? Wait. We can't switch to it. We're intentionally playing on the easy. As you return to the wagon after besting the fate, you notice Jadariel tense up the ground. Where did he go? Who? Wait, the sleeping guy? The minstrel. He's gone. You see, it is true. There's no trace of the lone minstrel who had been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. You join the others and search for him outside. Your fellow exiles have revealed nothing to you of the lone minstrel or how they found him, though you sense their concern as they scour the vicinity for him. We'll worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. And night star burns bright over the standing still with the edge of the flag in hand. Ooh. We like it. Everyone, we're headed back east, all the way across the valley. Towards the cairn of Haub, then. According to the stars, a cursed imp here felled the mighty bone titan Shaq's 6 shoulders. That's right, we have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up? We shall find him, on this night or another. They continue searching for some time, however the minstrel is nowhere. Bundle of Sticks Faye insisted on hanging in the rafters. She believes it brings good fortune. Faye status nearby. After having secured victory over the fate almost effortlessly last night, you find Faye off on her own. She says she wants to talk to you about your decision to exclude her from conducting the rite. Oh, hi, miss. I'm sorry that I used your robes, although they aren't yours, I think. I learned a lot from watching, though, I did. Just being there with all the rest of you. And we prevailed. The others were so brave. Maybe someday I can be like them and prove myself to all of you and to the scribes. But I'll be patient. Promise. She goes to check on things outside. Sense that she has no misgivings about what transpired and is more interested now in finding out about the missing minstrel. All folk cast from the Commonwealth. Strip of name, home, and type. Writer. Those are aura in a straight line. Plants are feet that jump to evade adversaries' auras. Gains a sudden burst speed after. There's still no sign of the lone minstrel, though Jadario tracks potential signs of movement east, the same way you are headed. You consider where to search for him. Jadario believes the missing minstrel must have taken the same route you took earlier, and Edwin thinks he went north. Go to Blue Hive. As you travel through the rocky paths of Blue Hive, the northern route across the Jumper Valley that passes the remains of the Hive Tide, the lifeless carapace of Biolanthius still looms over the western edge of the valley. Edwin seems more ill at ease than usual. There's no sign of the missing minstrel. Sorry about this, Jody. I had a hunch he must have come this way. Would that our hunches could be more dependable, but do not fear, we shall find him yet. Sounds like a hunch to me. More of a promise. You pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exile. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they refused to say much more of her. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming for us. We have to be ready. We have to. Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of the source of their concern. They are coming for us. They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes. I know they do. What's she talking about? What's going on? Owlers. Lots of them. Then what are we going to do? They fear the scribes. Calm yourself, Faye. We shall give them reason to fear us as well. We'll use the raiment from the book. Indeed, one of us can draw them out under the Reader's Watch. It shall be just like one of our rites. Edwin turns to you. Seems we need your help with this, my friend. We just need a volunteer to go with. I'll do it, miss. Please, let me... Please, you have to let me and the scribes. They will protect me. I know they will. Daryl exchanges a look with Edwin. Each of them nods at you as if they signal their approval. He intends to help fend off the house. That howling sound means they're here. Oh, by the scribes, they're here. It's a chance for you to try out the character. It's also pretty clever. More. I think there's many more. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Oh, come on. Is it over now at last? It is. I think it is. Oh, those poor and wretched beasts.
Huh?
Just then Faye spots something creeping toward her. Who? What? It's a ferocious creature. Hooray! The howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble up to check on Faye. You find her in one piece along with an unfamiliar little face. Greehee! Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? Screehu. You sense a depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by the drive hip standards. In fact, feel a connection to him. If you concentrate, perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. Scree kitty kitty kitty. The drive imp seems both excited and frustrated by something. Interact and try and understand. There's some pattern in the drive imp screeches. He seems welcoming. Drive imp seems to have history with your black wagon. You're beginning to understand him. The drive imp recognizes you as the new reader of the night. He is pleased to meet you. Now understand this unusual drive imp. The drive imp seems satisfied at having gotten through to you and explains to you. And you explain to your companions what little you've learned of him so far. No one argues against letting the creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other drive imps stare at him with something like reverence. Drive imps joined you, and he seems to know his way around. Welcome aboard. You see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. Good kid. He's very pleased to be in the new wagon. He indicates he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. He has no love of howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. He plans to set up a nest that should ward off any further troubles. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone and believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he's very happy to be back where he belongs and urges you to keep going. He bounds off towards his brethren settled in the wagon drafters. Your new imp friend seems insistent that you take this path bearing east. They heard southern pass towards the almost cairn of Howe. Hedon orders the wagon to a halt somewhere in the dusty wastes of Jumper Valley. There's someone on the road. Be careful, everyone. The figure watching the black wagon from afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and cloak conceal the figure's features. The imp rushes out toward whomever it is. The imp is very riled up at the sight of whoever is approaching, though in an almost joyous way. Izo, it is good to see you, and you found the others, even faster than expected. Venerable drive imp who seems to know the ins and outs of the Nightwing's black wagon. Lone minstrel. The imp is called Tizo. The imp called Tizo appears very pleased. The lone minstrel turns toward the rest of you. Hello. We have not met, but I know who you are, or who you must be. I returned as promptly as I could. Have you walked with the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have. Hello indeed. You had us worried there when you took off. I should knock him back into his slumber. I did not aim to cause you such concern. As soon as I awakened, I had notified my client that the Nightwings have returned. Your client? I am my client, Sandalwood. He is your point of contact, as I understand. You did not find his wagon by mistake. So what now? You continue down the path. That is why I'm here. When we meet my client, I shall explain. For now, you have a job to do. I assure you that I shall not interfere. But I mean to accompany you. Would that be all right? Edwin and the others exchange. Welcome back, minstrel. You got a name? I am sometimes called Terra. It is a pleasure to meet you, Edwin. He appears to be a traveling musician, yet seems to be connected to the rites. The minstrel returns to the black wagon with your fellow exiles. Cairn of Halb is a foreboding sight. It is here that the next rite is soon to commence. Reader, if you have a moment, once we are settled on the grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon at your leisure. The lone minstrel seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He is very still, not unlike when he is sleeping. Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you shortly have a rite you must conduct. You have read something of the Book of Rites, which means you may know something of my nature. On the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses. Forgive me, I spoke too soon. Suffice it, I have served the Nightwings for some time. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. The lone minstrel nods farewell, and you step away. Isaac. In the words of Golgolathanian, Master General, I knew it was a fool's errand, but my liege he would not listen. He instead insisted to pursue a certain treasure, a celestial orb freshly fallen from the heavens in the reaches of the downside. He would be a living legend if only he could grasp it. Whispered in his ear that he'll mirror rope collar, his elder and most trusted aide, would be that I slew that man myself. He was a simple and yet brilliant. His was a simple and yet brilliant ruse to draw the emperor farther still from his responsibilities and towards his greed. Thus did the emperor begin an expedition into the Forsaken Lands. He insisted that he go himself. Ow, Zag. Stop. Okay. Your claws are returned. Slowly let it go. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Are we calm? Yeah. You tried to put some holes in that, dude. Did put some holes in it, technically. Jesus Christ, man. I gotta need more jackets that are this thick just to protect me from. You put some serious damage. White Loot. The minstrel Tarek's instrument, which he chronicles with great deeds through song. The minstrel and his white lute chronicle the journey of the Nightwings through song. Using it, you may hear glimpses of your past across the downside. Now, hey guys, fancy running into you on this side of the sand, so what can I do for you? Ron? How'd you make it all this way ahead of us? Hey, come on now, Mr. Greentail, I can't just give up all my business secrets, am I right? What I can do, though, seeing as you've been such a good customer and all, is provide for you a sample of a little something you met. Here, check this out. Seeing as you bought that moon press thinger from me last time, why, I'm just thinking you could use this. Got myself more if you want. Zach, are you gonna be nice? Okay, you're gonna be nice. Good boy. Be nice. Stop. Stop. Receive a pinch of stardust. It does seem useful. Stop, Sag. I know you guys are going to like that stuff. It's pretty whoo. Know what I mean? If you want some more, I just know just the individual and his dad who can get it. Catch my meaning, yeah? Just stop by some other time. I can now gain 11 per right. And I know just who I'm going to put it on. Gain 12 per right. Zach, now. Stop it. Thanks, guys. Good luck in that thing you're going to tonight. You and your fellow exiles gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Haub, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. All this quiet for a time, and then from out of nowhere charges a gangly cur. He stops short and gives you a mighty sneer. Psst, that's Barker Ashpaws. Real piece of work. Just don't make eye contact. Troublemaking cur who thrills in defeat of the triumvirate who stand against. Oi, well, would you look at this lot? Even got one of our own. Consorting with the two-leggers. You're a disgrace there, mate. You realize? Good to see you, Barker. You're looking well. Didn't know you knew about the rites. Boy, I know about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're going to be very, very sad after we wipe the floor with you here. Don't know whose back you scratched to earn yourself a spot in the high and mighty Nightwings, but here I am at Nightwings there, but I'm going to make sure you regret, make sure all of you regret it, because why not? Sounds good, sounds good. The cur Barker laughs as he laughs away as his pack stumbles after him. You hear them howling and cackling as the stars above begin to glow.
Welcome, dear reader, to the splendors of the accursed Cairn of Haub. You shall find the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold. This time you stand
that's
against the dissidents. Even now they hunger to defeat you. Perhaps not simply to regain their freedom, but to deny you yours.
As the stars shine down upon you, the pack of curs you stand against this night continue hooting and hooting. Boy, come on, you lot. Let's boil some blood. Then Ruki pulls you aside. Look, sister, I don't know how to say this, but I can't go against these guys. Just trust me on this one, okay? You sense he means it. You make a mental note to ask about his history with Barker whenever that's happening. That's all right, Ruki. We can take care. Begging your pardon, but if you need another to stand at your side this night, I have someone here whom I would recommend. Do not be coy with us, minstrel. Don the robes if you intend to stand with us. Oh, I did not mean myself. The rites are not for me. I was instead referring to this little one. A creature wearing tiny raiment appears at the lone minstrel's side. Scree. Absurd. The imp knows the rites? He knows a great deal. So long as the Nightwings stand together, he shall be at their side. Though you need not take my word for it. Kizo, our adversaries seem to be preoccupied. Perhaps you might quickly show our comrades what you can do. Willem appears at you. You sense his connection to the rites as he awaits your guidance. Seems excited to demonstrate some of his favorite tricks. Reader, influencing Tizo may take some getting used to. He's inviting you to try.
Another joins your ranks, and a mere imp. Although, no, it cannot be. Then we shall see what comes of this new partnership of yours.
Can I use my keyboard, please? Stop it! With your nose, huh? Yeah. What? Okay. Zip. Implode. Tizo soon returns after imploding. Well done, as ever. Scrock. Oops. Well then, reader. Who shall conduct the rites?
Who shall conduct the rites?
You for sure. You.
Dariel.
Our adversaries shall be quick. Be ready. Time's up, you swill. Come on, boys. Let's go get him.
Begin. Bad boy, Parker. The Night Wings are first to strike the adversary's flame. Out with you all. All banished. They did it. Such zeal. So fiercely fought. Banished, one and all. No, you don't.
Yeah, boy.
The orb quenches the flame. Good. The fire of resolve.
All right, you lot, that does it. No more fussing around, right? My boys and me, we're proper angry now.
Careful now. Your adversary Barker there seems rather fired up. Whatever shall you do against so fierce a foe? And it is
I mean,
done.
win. That's probably what I'm gonna do.
Nightwings prevail yet again. Accomplished effortlessly, I might add. Thus end this night's proceedings.
That ought to show them. Perhaps now they shall learn some humility. Well, I'll be a heaping ball of dung but I just can't believe you shoddy lot showed us the what for like that. My boys and I will have to take you just a tad more serious next time. Till then, you just be sure to tell old Rookie Greentail that yours truly, he remembers everything. You hear?
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
Used to think the scribes were just a stuff of stories, but all this really is their doing, isn't it?
A flash of inspiration for next time. Until the next rite.
Now it's a party.
Ato, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream? Raiders, if you need to do anything, please see to your needs first and foremost for yourself. So just appreciate it if you want to sit around and chat with us. I'm Necrometer, a variety streamer here on Twitch. And I also stream for Extra Life as part of the Sus Squad. Hi, welcome in,
How
welcome
is
in.
going?
It's going all right. We're playing through Pyre again. Stop it, dude. Why are you being like this tonight? Hey, bye.
I was playing some Lockdown Protocol and then some Repo to finish up the night.
I couldn't remember the first game you were playing because I don't remember its title ever. But yeah, I was actually lurking since lockdown. The cat demands attention. It must be given. Unwritten cat law number 564. Are these cat laws like the rules of acquisition?
Oh, alright, haha.
Yee. Would you have fun tonight? Those I like Repo. I haven't had a chance to play Lockdown yet, but it seems like it's pretty fun. Zag, are you gonna chill? Your face tells me you're not gonna chill.
Yes, I did. Both are really fun.
That's good to hear. Splendid was your guidance of the Nightwings, reader. Your fellows are fortunate to have found one such as you. May you find the freedom that you seek. This game is, again, I keep saying this. This game is good. I just... Rage baiting my cat. On the bed. It's enough new scars on me for one night, buddy.
Has Zaggy Boy been behaving?
No. After thwarting the dissidents, the triumvirate of anarchists who conducted the rites for the sheer thrill, in a rather one-sided contest, you return to the wagon to recover from the night's ordeal and figure how best to proceed. You alright, Ricky? I think so, chum. I just need a little time. Didn't count on Barker being caught up in all that. You don't owe him your conscience. You'll sort things out with him. You always do. I do not wish to interrupt, but the dark night is waiting. Reader, would you like to join us? Would you join us outside, please? You find Jadariel and the lone minstrel gazing into the sky above the valley, which is beginning to grow pale. Towards the heavens, seek out your destination. Milithate, the bog star. The bog star burns bright over the fetid caverns and flagging hands. But now you want to rest on my lap when we're about to go on a break, buddy? Then it is as I feared. We are to press further north beneath the valley into flagging hands. A gloom-filled, desolate region of the downside beyond which lies the sea. A fetid sprawl of noisome, festering, unpleasant adjectives. Basically, a disgusting swamp pit. Ah, that section of every Soulsborne game. The scribes are watching over us. They will protect us wherever we should go. Had you been to Flagging Hands, you would not say such thing. The scribes have surely turned their back on that place. If I may, the bleakness of the Flagging Hands will wear upon you, to be sure. I urge for you to take what rest you can, for you shall need your strength upon the road ahead. Your fellow exiles agree to turn in for the remainder of the night. At dawn, you shall have to press deeper into the downside. You can tell something is troubling Ruby, though he seems relieved. Hey, sister, listen, I got to level with you real quick. You remember Barker, don't you? Not exactly easy to forget, though. Believe you me, I try. Well, he's got me by the scruff. I've been down here a little while, as you can see now, but Barker, he's been here longer. He's made quite a name down here. As for me, I needed help, you understand. I had a certain standard to uphold. So I figured he would be the one to ask. Then Ricky hesitates. But then his familiar grin returns. So what if I owe him, though, right, sister? I got people back on the other side, and just between us, we're loaded. I mean, rich. Yeah. I see. My problem with Barker, soon it's going to take care of itself, just as soon as my people send the money. Being mean to me? Being mean to me? I'm telling you right here and now, don't you even worry about it. I'm sure everything I'm sure everything on that front is going to end up real tidy real soon. That he scampers off before you can respond. Seems Rookie owes a debt of some sort. What is on the line exactly, you are unsure. I'm gonna go to BRB while I try and fix my headset. Alright, we're back. Zag's been banished. I don't want to put up with this shit tonight. Various scraps and things laced together with bits of ribbon and fabric topped off with a plush fish. Comes on, you find Hedwin and Jadariel assessing current situation. Are you most certain? Aye, madam. I make no claim the journey shall be pleasant, but it is necessary. Hedwin motions to you. Seems we'll have some work to do once we arrive in Flagging Hand. Let's get going. As soon as you're ready. Let's get going as soon as you're ready. Sooner we get there, sooner we can leave. Consider how to proceed. The Lagging Hands region proves as dismal as Jadariel indicated. The air is thick and fetid. How far is the pit of Milithe? Fetid den in which the witch Milithe sealed the physical form of Islak Astroparn. All the way across the marshlands on the coast. Reader, would you join me in the wagon for a moment? We have matters to discuss. Jadariel and Hedwin exchange looks, then she turns to you. You'll see what you want. Thank you for your time, reader. I have something for you on behalf of my client. Before you is an artifact called the Beyonder Crystal. You observe a shimmering crystal sword beside the book of rites. As you have surmised, the triumvirates you are to confront during the rites shall stop at nothing to prevail against you. They've prepared this for quite some time. The Beyonder Crystal, an ancient artifact connected to the rites, should the reader manage in your eyes to present the crystal only then. Message to one The Beyonder Crystal may help you ensure that you are well prepared to return. Is a resource now at your disposal. Be used at your discretion. Gaze upon it, and you shall see what I mean. The ring crystal inscribed with supposed to be your understanding. You look upon the shimmering surface of the Beyonder Crystal. Some of your senses fail, though you retain hold of your consciousness. An apparition appears before you, clad in the raiments of rites, but incorporeal. I sense that you are not a total. She reaches for the cloth splitter. So the Nightwings have returned. But where are my manners? You must be their lovely reader. Call me Sandra. Wraith expelled for eternity within the Beyonder Crystal, bound to serve the rites. We met briefly before when you first beheld the book, when you were stuck inside of it. I was among the phantoms your companions banished, no doubt stroking their ego. You listened well enough to the damned voice, now I suggest you listen well to me. described within the book. It calls to you during your rites and it reminds you of your exile. I am bound in servitude to you, along with any idiots whose freedom happens to be intertwined with yours. I know the rights better than anyone. I can soon whip you into shape, but if you take advantage of, whip you into shape if you but take advantage of my services. First, I offer scribe trials to those friends of yours. If they can pass, they shall be worth their while. Secondly, my beyonders and I shall avail ourselves for practice rites, should you be so inclined. Spectral triumvirate banished for eternity and trapped within the rite. Led by the wraith called Sandra the Unseen. No strings, training competitions between your fellow exiles and Sandra's beyonders. Or you could always come and chat and briefly free me from my eternity of boredom. Choose an eligible exile to brave one of Sandra's challenges and earn a unique reward if they prevail. Looks as though those failures of yours is ready for a lesson, okay? You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Ruki. What, the loudmouth cur? Well, I suppose that he is ready, technically, though I have a litany of reservations about him. Well, let's bring him forth. Soon Ruki appears in heat of the summon. Sister, why are you looking at me like that? Alright, what's the big idea, huh? Some kind of trick you're playing, sister? The apparition of Sancho then appears and unfastens her mat. Shut your snout and listen well, cur. You answer to me. What? Oh. Click off. Your mouth runs quicker than those stubby little paws. You have much to learn if you have any intent to prevail in the rites. Let us see how you fare without the benefit of your trusted confidence. Stay for your lovely beer.
This got a decent.
I guess it's to you and me then, huh, sister? Wherever you are. Oh, Jesus. Oh. We did it. That is how we do it, right, sister? It is, and you acknowledge likewise that you did not do it on your own, despite having to face my demon friends all by yourself. Passed my test, Kerr. Congratulations are in order, both to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. One side joke kind of gives me the shakes. You know what I mean, sister? Hey, what's that you got? We're Spain. That's pretty neat. I do appreciate the effort to make small talk with me, reader. Anything to break from the monotony of staring into the void within this place. Not that I could see it if I tried. She laughs at this, or maybe herself. Certainly I could make talk with my fellow Beyonders, trapped here as they are with me. You might expect that we all could keep each other company, or would keep each other company. There's just one problem there, however. We're all sick of one another. She laughs again, perhaps not at her joke, but instead at her predicament. I do exaggerate to some extent, but there is still certain truth in this. We have been stuck together long enough that we have grown more distant rather than close. But I had best not wear out my welcome with the likes of you, as I have long since done with all the others here. So carry on for now, and if those fools with whom you travel learn something, come bring them forth to me. Shall see to it that they learn some more. But everyone is feeling rather miserable. You sense just being in the flagging hands eats away at one's spirit. Only the imp Tizo seems unaffected. A moment, reader. There are several courses that we may take through flagging hands. If you choose to prolong your stay, it may be worth your while. However, your companion's spirits shall likely suffer more. Improved talisman if we go that way. Valuable item if we go that way. The north route through flagging hands is dismal beyond reckoning. There's little talk among your group, yet you sense despair approaching. Only Jesus seems unaffected. Later, you accompany the lone minstrel in pursuit of his task. Speak not directly to the living shade, and be true to your heart when responding to his inquiries, and make no attempt to convince the iron. Lone minstrel offers these words of advice as you approach the burial mounds of Cold Moat. North route with flagging hands crosses a mass grave. Even a thorough burning failed to cleanse a certain haunted air here. For many exiles, the downsides are different. A glimmer of a shade appears before you as you stand surrounded by the dead. The barely see it, and it does not speak, but you feel its thoughts piercing your heart and mind. According to the Shade, the book that you possess may lay some of the fallen here to rest. Shade leaves you to your work. You turn through the book, locating a passage concerning freedom and the spirit. You recite such words as seem best fit to each of the fallen you see. It is draining work. The Shade resurfaces after a while. It leads you to a hollow stump that fades away. Noxroom. By the time you reach the pit of Milithame, everyone besides the Impetizo seems to be feeling even worse than before. You sense their desire to leave this place as soon as possible. You sense Jadariel's steel gaze well before you turn to her. Reader, rummaging about the wagon once again. Tell me something, now that you are here. Look at me. Are you afraid of me? Consider the question. You've never before met someone like her, but do you know something of what happens to those who remain down here? Very aware that she can snap you like a twig at any point. From what you know of her thus far, you sense no need to feel afraid of her. Tell her that although you do not yet know each other well, you do not fear her, and on the contrary, feel safer in her presence. Truly. In that case, I have much work left to do. You shall fear me yet. If you survive this place. Now then, I shall go make my round. She walks away. You feel the floor of the wagon shake with her step. Begins one hope for the next rite. The Empire's collapse, in the words of Gold Galathani, the Master General. It was not long before the Empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I must admit that this collapse had started long before the Emperor's disappearance. His decision to give chase after a myth but hastened the inevitable. All the while, the rope collar stood by, awaiting such a time as he could rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's savior. His first charge was to organize a search for the missing Solium Myrrh. Warriors, pathfinders, and scholars heard the call and prepared to seek.
Eterni talosestas. Reciprastes.
Oh, hey guys, you know this place? A lot of folks, but not a lot of customers. Know what I mean? Have a look around. Hmm. See you guys soon, sometime soon, okay? See you guys sometime soon, maybe, okay? Because I gotta say, you're my favorite customers I had all week. As you make preparations for the coming rite, you wonder if the stars above will be visible through the dense fog hanging over the pit of Millithane. Then, Jesus seems very concerned about something in the vicinity. The little imp disappears in a hurry. Oh, is Tizo alright? He was so frightened. He was not frightened. He was issuing a warning. Silence. Everyone, take cover. Udariel make a quick note of several hiding places among the nearby crag and brought it up. You wait, something about the place dampens your senses. All you feel is creeping dread. Then from the shadows, a writhing shape slides forward. Its hulking form draped in grape. The shade stops. Slowly it turns its head from one of you to the next, each in turn. Wise of ye to hide yourselves from us, little light wings. Ye trespass on the resting place of the astral board. We shall see ye when the stars muster the courage to illuminate this place. The creature vanishes into the dark. After a time, your companions reconvene. That was a bog room. Serpentine creatures native to the Commonwealth's southern bog. Widely feared. Though formerly a part of the Commonwealth, the bog crones tend to keep to themselves. Indeed, that was the witch Udmilde of the Witchron. She's an ancient witch with an unhealthy obsession for Islak, the astral-born monstrosity. Witchron are a triumvirate of bog dwellers compelled by sinister forces rather than by freedom, led by the crone witch Udmilde. Tizo makes it clear he has no love of Udmilde. Although the rites dictate she cannot harm you bodily, with her, best not to take unnecessary chances. We'll take what chances we can get in all of this. Everyone, it's time.
Why, you made it, reader. Made it all the way to the detestable pit of Melith. In doing so,
Melith.
of course, you have disturbed your ancient adversaries, the Withdrawn. The deranged witch who leads them has big plans in store, should she prevail in all this. Now, as you know, I normally would wish you a shameful defeat. But in this case, I wish you a little bit of luck.
The crone Udmilde sees your companions gathered by their fire. A little flame as that shall never warm you here, much less survive the night. Hear us, Islak. Make the night wing suffer. A monstrosity described in myths and ballads, not slain by the eight scribes. Even in death, the astral born yet feeds upon our world unstated by its own. Yuki trust forward from your ranks. Listen here, you old bag. You don't scare any of us one bit. You or your buddy Eastlak. Now, are we doing this or what? Question hangs in the air for longer than is comfortable. It does seem to have drawn Udmilty's attention, however. Yuki begins to squirm a bit. Then Udmilty moves her slender fingers toward me. Foolish. Eastlak shall grow. Eastlak shall grow. Eastlak shall grow. He shall consume ye. Ere your little flame has died, that we shall ensure. Udmilty slides off towards her followers. Yuki remains motionless for a time.
Soup?
Whoops. Yuki, why is there a pedal below you?
Who shall conduct this rite? Edwin
Shiru-sama.
Jodariel.
Yeah, why not?
Ruki. Very well.
Hey, you don't suppose that Krone's got it out for me, do you? No matter where you go, Eastlak shall find you and devour you.
Commence. The power of the aura. The flame is stricken.
Ta-da!
That cur of yours is banished. Be gone, Jodariel. Yes. Banished each in turn. Pathetic.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
That's it. Simply abhorrent. There
The lifeblood of Isak. It flows within this lair, and beneath this world, his lifeblood shall engulf in such blackness and despair. Oh,
The witch invokes a profane name I shan't repeat. Best beware her foul sorceries.
boy! Whoop.
Their pyre sputters. Your victory's at hand. All of the night
Motherfucker.
vanished. A devious maneuver. Banishment. And it is done. The Nightwings once again prevail. Their pyre burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash.
Ash.
The ceremony is complete.
Nice work, everyone. Never thought I'd have to stand against the bog dweller. It would seem our adversaries failed to win their. See those bog dwellers? They're just a bunch of hissy talk. Islak, we have failed thee, and the deed shall be repaid in blood. As for ye fools, ye shall be consumed, and everything around ye, from the soil to the stars, ye shall see.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes. 'Twould seem the exiled Jodariel has a knack for these affairs.
Focused training prowess. Path toward survival on the blood border. These rites make similar demands of us.
Until the stars align.
Having bested the withdrawn in the right, you and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal in the relative safety of the Blackwater. So, when can we get out of here? What, Greentail? Had enough of Mildy's hospitality for the time? Oh, Jody. Yeah, thanks. I'm good. The reader and the stars will point the way, as it's just so far we've kept on going north. If that's the case, again, this time, the Sea of Solace spreads northwest from here for untold weeks. I could not tell you when last a vessel dared to sail this way. An impossible oceanic expanse pockmarked by crude little islands. Attempts to sail across the drowned sea do not usually turn out so well. Izo asserts himself during the conversation. What is the matter, little one? Izo is trying to get you to come look at something outside. Reader, please go see what he wants. You excuse yourself with all of you. You find Faye and the lone minstrel already gazing up at the stars. Can you not read the stars yourself then, Mr. Minstrel? I fear it is not so simple a matter of can or cannot when it comes to be Faye. We shall see what the reader has to say for this adventure. And there she is. Thank you for fetching her, Tizo. Tizo is happy to have obliged the lone minstrel. Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please, look up on the stars and see where they compel us to go now. Horus, the Azure Star. The Azure Star burns bright over the ruins of a lost frigate in the Sea of Salts. The right beckons you on still further north, toward the middle of the Sea of Salts. That's not. You're joking, right, sister? Does the reader seem like the joking type to you, Greentail? We do not argue with these fellows. You talk like we could just go ride right out into the water. Pardon my interruption, but perhaps we can. Say what? My client, Sandalwood, has a way of anticipating such eventuality. West of here lies a place called Big Birchwoods. The proprietor is an old companion of it. She may be able to assist them. Small bog roller outpost at the head. See, all sorts of contraband used to come through there, some of it fatal if touched or inhaled. Hedon's smile returns. That sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack up and move as soon as possible. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for this is something I wished to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though I know your time is precious. You bid him to continue and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, thank you for your time. And I should further note, matters that pertain directly to the right that must be revealed to you alone, for thus I am obliged. In any case, when you confronted the Withdrawn and the Witch Mildy, you might recall that she tended to invoke a certain Islak, the astral part. I hesitate to say it even now. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of Mildy for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when first they found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that can be believed. It was ruled over by the greater Titan. The one called Islak was the eldest and most fearsome of the lot. Colossal monsters that once roamed the downside. Scribes together slew them one by one, and through this forged their. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Islak's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Rites. However, Islak did not truly die, for by some accounts it seems to be incapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. Its vow is to devour this land and everything in it. Only then can it return unto whatever plane that banished it to. So in a way, it is just an exile, or it is an exile, just like you. If ever should the creature be reborn, it shall be by many ages hence. It shall be many ages hence. Thus, the ravings of Udmildy are more or less inconsequential for them. Yet the history of Islak is inexorably linked to the rites, and therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all of this is of some reassurance. And now, I leave you to your more immediate concern. I shall go check to see how everyone is faring. He heads up into the evening, bidding you a good rest. Should I be taking a break here in a second, though? This is the place. Let us go see my client's companion as soon as you're ready. We're going to take a break first, though. Alright, sorry for the slightly longer break. Let's see this place. This is the place. Let us go see my client's companion.
Tujaraberamtas. Igriata ligaratus.
Big Birchwood is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within the shadows. Yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything below minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slithers forward. She is larger than the rest, and that leaves no doubt that she commands the others. Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts or reveal them to us. Good day, Big Birchwood. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. She is a bog dweller, once feared and respected in the Commonwealth for her sorcerer's work. Did he? In turn, we know who thou must be. If thou speakest of the past, Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and to be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Waking Wood, beyond the waters. A labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin. You know the way around it. The path to the sacred Mount Elodial lies far beyond those suffocating woods. We wish to seek him there, though as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Birchwood frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn. That is all. By your grace, Big Birchwood. The lone minstrel turns away, but Headwind stops it. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. In a manner of speaking, he helped me find a sense of purpose I thought lost. Hedwin nods a bit, and turns. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself with time for your vocations while the bog dwellers go about their business. For resources, study it. Right. All those my following. Your little butt, you know that? Just sit my butt, your butt on my phone. What? Teach your fellow exiles the way of teach your fellow exiles of the old ways to raise their individual rank and rights more quickly. For you, inventor. Rookie. Don't have anything yet for you. But Zag, do you need help? Okay, I'm impressed, buddy. You recovered quite nicely on that. You okay? Yeah. Was that a bad time? Let's
Rugby.
That would review go over some of the subtle aspects of rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return when you sense it beginning to understand. Faster, stronger, and a little better looking too? I mean, is there anything I can't handle? So if you get banished in the rites, just try to find your way back to your pyre, right? And if I get Ricky up to that, that's when he becomes really insanely good, because you can just start no. That's when he starts to really come into his own, because yeah, he doesn't do a lot of damage, but he hits fast, and so you should just do laps with him. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please come have a look. The others are already there. Oh, it's all cleaned up. Dag. Be smart. Don't do what you were about to do, dude. That ends poorly for you. Okay? Love you, buddy. Black Wagon appears different now than it did even a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all matter of nautical equipment adorned the port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears as about you. Till Sandalwood that he owes us twice. If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare they make flirtations upon us? No, Enough, but ye shall see that Sandalwood. Tell him also to come visit us again. Now, be gone from here, and tell no one that we were paid favors. She slithers off without another word. Soon, the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go, just as she said. I know the navigation controls and shall explain. This is so exciting. I don't know how to swim. Giza seems to share. Dag. I'm beginning to feel ill already. Not been to this region. Downside before she left, Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out of the city. I realize you just want me to pay attention to you, buddy, and play, but you're being mean. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We've crossed into the Worm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. Tempestuous sea of solace lies beyond this death-still body of water. No, you're getting banished again. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There's no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. Exiled worms of the Sea Dominion tend to seek out the cold of the downside sea. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrand indicated, we shall be safe. If the next rite is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way as we find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the hulk of orbs. According to this, carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Desraven, lost in the waters of the downside. Navigate the maze of maws in a curving route bearing northeast. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace after having come from the flaggy camps not very long ago. However, Jadariel seems more concerned now than before and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Rugby, she stops him for some question. Greentail, how is he doing? Who, Edwin? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night retching into the waters if I had to guess. His first time out at sea? It's first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwin when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. You wish a good afternoon, as you go check up on the others. Later, you find Hedwin looking out of sorts. Oh, hello, my friend. It's just, the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny, all this trouble just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Everyone wants to know it. A few friends have had crap food. Sure, it was highly illegal, though just the same, you miss having had access to those volumes. Life was almost always difficult, but several of your long-time confidence did help you get by. Your mouth waters at the thought of it, at least compared to what passes for sustenance here. You tell him that there were those who did support you over the years, and that it pains you now to be apart from them. Yeah, I hear you, friend. There's someone I miss terribly back there myself. I'm sure that when you make it out of here, your loved ones will be waiting. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There's not much to pick up for him now. Here's Hedwin is too ill to conduct the next rite. I'm sorry for the interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. According to Bertrand, the celestial landmark you seek is beyond the strait. By the scribes, the sea, I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of the Worm Gulf, you now see what must be the hulk of orbs, far horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Kizo is wondering if Edwin is feeling better. He requires further rest. All we can do is wish for a swift recovery. Reader, madam. From this point, our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. Fish for something tasty here. These scribes shall bless you here. We do as Tizo wants. The sea is peaceful for the most part, save for the occasional strange shimmers beneath the surface. You realize the lone minstrel is looking down at them along with you. Those shapes there. They must be worms of the Sea Dominion cast into exile. A vast and war-torn undersea regime, home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. Having conquered their waters, the worms clambered onto the Commonwealth shores in search of new wars. I understand they tirelessly fought the Commonwealth wars. Having grown wary of their own, they must make worthy adversaries. Kizo appears to have spotted something tasty. Kizo dives without warning into the depths below. And there he goes again. That one enjoys being at sea despite its peril. Eventually, the little imp resurfaces, clutching something in its paw. A spotted slur! You can always just sell it. Once you arrive at the Hulk of Oars, after journeying across the sea, it seems the next right is here soon. Though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. Hey you guys, funny running into you out here, right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what's on her mind. Edwin. He is beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden nonsense serves as a reminder of belief. I have known Edwin since he was a child. Even now I hesitate to say that he's grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way, if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weaknesses, I end up having to consider what should happen if we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I'm fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care. She nods and brushes past you toward the door. Silver cudgel head, limbless, cold-blooded creature from the sea. Fully grown, has led a rich life, a keepsake from the worm gulf. Among the black wagon's seafaring equipment, Hedwyn uses it to signal when food is ready. The Emperor. Down the river, in the words of Gol Galathanian, Master General. The Emperor Solium Mur knew not of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Lorien in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw that the sunken faces of his people heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished, but the mercy was shown to him, I think, is what transformed him.
Igriata ligaratos. Talos de cognitaras.
Tower Folly Shay.
Be seeing you around then, huh? Having landed at the hulk of ores, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Kiso? Don't I look just like Mr. Hedwin? Kiso's worried that Hedwin is still feeling unwell. We're dropping frames like crazy. We've got low bit rate. Lovely. Well, it is what it is. Wait, I think... What's that? Serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. Exiled worms of the Sea Dominion tend to seek out the cold waters of the outside sea. Known for being reckless and single-minded, they were perfectly suited for the Commonwealth's front line. What they all are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loses its mask. Loosens its mask. Good sirs and good ladies. So it is you that heed the summons to glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor, and this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you on behalf of the Pyre Hearts until the contest. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with streamlight. I believe these cycles get faster as we play through too.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the hulk of Orus. Be
Orus.
wise not to underestimate your adversaries here.
We'll probably finish
despite
after the
their
right here.
pitiable look. course, referring to the Pyre hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the hulking orbit. As your adversaries clamber into view, Rookie pop up. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth? Or the Sea Dominion? Or wherever it is you're from? Haha, an excellent point. It seems that these adversaries in the rites are clever, wouldn't you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sir, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask despite his protest. Oh, wait! Give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge. A noble visage, is it not? He's a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion who somehow survived countless battles. Sir Deluge trembled and squirmed. So yes, you can swim, or no? Of course, we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis similarly impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up. Nay, there's but one way to return. Silence, Gilman. Nobody cares. Back to your post. Sir Gilman hesitates, but does it himself. Bug-eyed. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. Now on guard! The exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Reader, Hedwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counted on us.
Now, let us begin. Joe Dariel. Rugby. Faye. It is done.
Oh wow, I've heard so many tales of the Worm Knights. I thought they would be more impressive, though. Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position? He is a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his own. They now stand ready to confront us, sire. The very brave triumvirate they seem to this knight's eye. Brave, air-sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready. Triumvirate of Worm Knights who perceive the rites as great battles to win.
Begin. A swift recovery. An opportunity.
I'm just collecting my bounty.
Such chaos. The Night Wings thus assert themselves. Somebody get the orb. Jodariel doused the adversary's flames. Another banishment. A braver than expected act from Sir Deluge. Marvelous worm. Now that is how you snuff a
Gilbert, your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do word me, sire. This knight gives every fight his very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once. While those bozos bicker even more than we do. Let's get them while they're busy fighting.
There seems to be dissension in your adversary's ranks. It is little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail. Their adversaries prove no match for them. The
Nope.
rite is complete.
I didn't like that. Thank you for not biting again. Expected more from the worm knights of the Sea Dominion. Those worms were quick, alright, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. As he was making me a little queasy, honestly. But we still won, though. This knight commends you, noble knight. Gloriously fought indeed, and this knight is still shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman. This is all your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies. How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliment, sire. Is it not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome? Worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Now get from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles? Something's awakened in the moon-touched girl.
Times they do whisper to me. Initial jumping chill instant return at the origin of her jump. Sprints and jumps without using stamina. Things that are farther than usual. Floating your adversary's fate automatically leads toward the orb if no one has it. Recharge. Up time before Faye can cast her aura is greatly reduced. Jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Sprinting phase, adversaries. Okay, jumps, power jumps farther than usual.
A devious trick from the rope collar. Until the next rite.
After prevailing over the Pyre hearts with great prowess, you at last return to the wagon with your companion. There is little discussion of the Pyre hearts, who seem to have already swam off board wherever the next stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exiles' attention turns towards your companions, who were absent for the rite. How was Hedwig? Lone Minstrel makes a sound, but no words form as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden, and he simply would not listen. I'm very sorry, but wait, what? Everyone stares at the Lone Minstrel in stunned silence. The Lone Minstrel breathes a heavy sigh. But then, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Edwin is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Hedwin is running considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, doctor? Nay, although I traveled with one once extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tarek, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out. I haven't stayed out of a rite like this. You're back among the living then, Hedwin. I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we could all use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your concern. And I'm sorry that I worked or caused you further burden. He turns to my friend. What do you say we figure out where we're to go? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky is. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing you and the others would get it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. Fiesta, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fisher lands of Black Basin. But it's also nearly midnight. I'm very tired. We're probably gonna call it here. Still further north then. Not simply north. This shall prove different. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the Deathless Tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. A tempest raging in the Sea of Solace, seemingly for all eternity. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyre Hearts, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people. It'll just be another day in the downside. Go get yourself some sleep while we still can. But you'll feel better in the morning. Doing Zach? Oh. Press. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur that... You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing down. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail back to the Deathless Tempest. Stizo has been rather cheerful and mood since being out at sea. He was pleased to. Stizo is grateful at having had the opportunity to catch a fish for old times. Stizo is asking if you know why he loves fishing so much. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. Tizo loves catching fish because he hates them and everything they stand for. He has devoted his life to the eradication of their kind ever since they killed his family. Seems on the verge of tears, though as far as you're aware, imps cannot fly. Then he leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. Seems he told you the truth. It was a noble effort, though perhaps you do not fully grasp the nuance of him. Tizo seems like he could use encouragement, assuming what he said was, in fact, in jest. You muster your best belly laugh following Tizo's joke. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Admits the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falcon Ron pays a lot of soul for them. He snickers at you and then bounces. Gained one hope for the next right. Okay, it's been saved. Let's see, we got Loopy's live on Silk Song. Bin Fam's live. We'll go to Loopy though. Let's see. So tomorrow we're going to be starting up some EDF 4.1. It's the Pyre and Shadowrun Dragonfall are the last 3 games finished to be able to be done with everything that I've been trying to catch up on the backlog. Pyre will definitely be done by the end of the year, as long as I've got Shadowrun and EDF started, I'll be happy. So we'll probably rip through as much of Pyre as possible on the weekends, then I just have those running, and then I'll start running a new game each week as well. Not like a new one each week, but I'll be mixing a new one that's new into the play mix of what I'm doing each day or each weekend. So that we have something new to experience while I'm playing through stuff, and I can start working through that backlog. Because I have quite a few games. Like the one I just got. Yeah. We're heading over to the Loopy Walrus. Leader of the Sus Squad, team captain. He's currently playing Silk Song. He's already gotten credits on one ending. He's just kind of working on fleshing out and getting more of the ending. Yeah. So again, EDF 4.1 tomorrow. It's gonna be good fun. It's bug killing goofiness, and I'll be playing with Lost, so that'll be great. I was hoping to get other people involved, but like who do play aren't really available right now, so we'll see. But yeah, be excellent to each other, excellent to yourself. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.